We start off with this fresh off a weekend of campaign events. President Biden and presumptive GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump are turning up the heat on the campaign trail. President Biden taking an aggressive approach in a new campaign ad while Trump seeks to shore up his grip on the GOP. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington with details.
The race for the White House intensifying. President Biden's campaign taking direct aim at former President Trump, putting Trump's legal woes front and center, and this new $50 million ad blitz.
This election is between a convicted criminal who's only out for himself.
The campaign push comes as the presumptive GOP nominee seeks to further solidify support within his party, meeting with House Speaker Mike Johnson at Mar-a-Lago.
This is probably much more about making sure that they do hold their majority and where they can use Donald Trump as an asset.
Trump hammering home his message on immigration over the weekend while courting black voters in battleground Michigan.
They're coming into your community and they're taking your job.
While President Biden drew in over $30 million during a star-studded fundraiser and warning what's at stake this November.
The next president is likely to have 2 new Supreme Court nominees. 2 more.
Next week marks 2 years since the High Court overturned Roe v. Wade, an issue Democrats are counting on to mobilize voters.
If you care about reproductive rights, if you care about workers' rights, if you care about making sure that we have communities that are safe and free from gun violence,
Americans will have the opportunity to see the contrast for themselves when the 2 presidential candidates face off in the first debate next week. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And again, both President Biden and former President Trump are hitting the campaign trails this week. Tuesday, Trump holds an event in another battleground state over in Wisconsin. President Biden will host a campaign reception in Virginia.